So today, we have a fight between two very lethal and dangerous killers. John Wick versus the Punisher from the MCU. Who wins? Let's find out. So, John Wick, also known as the Boogeyman, is a legendary hitman who strikes fear in his targets and has more than an impressive resume. He's a highly skilled martial artist, having been trained in the Marine Corps martial arts program and being a master of Judo, Krav Maga, Jiu-Jitsu, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He usually likes to use one of these martial arts styles to knock someone down and then just shoot him in the head. He's a very skilled melee fighter as well, especially with knives. He's also good at finding things in his environment as a weapon, and like when he killed 3 people with a knife that he found. He's a master of stealth as well as a master marksman and tactician. Despite only being in peak physical condition, his reflexes are off the charts. He's able to dodge bullets, and he dodged a car going at least 40 miles per hour in 8/10 of a second. Due to his reputation, he's widely feared throughout the assassin community, and he likes using this against his foes instead of engaging in combat. Once he sets his mind on a go, he will not stop until the task is complete, no matter what gets in his way. He completed a task deemed impossible because he desired to retire and live a life with his wife, Helen. He wears a thin bulletproof armor under his suit, covering his entire body except his head. And in the other corner, we have the Punisher from the MCU. Frank Castle was in the U.S. Marine Corps. Once he returned home to his wife and 2 kids, they were all killed in a brutal shooting. He became the violent vigilante known as the Punisher to stop all crime in New York City and avenge his family. Due to the years of experience, he's a very dangerous, lethal, and fierce armed and unarmed combatant. He's held his own against a highly skilled daredevil, swiftly killed multiple prison inmates in a brutal, bloodthirsty fashion, overpowered Agent Orange, held his own against Carson Wolf, and defeated Billy Russo. He has a very deadly shot with virtually every firearm and almost never misses. He's really good at using his guns while in a hand-to-hand fight as well. He's a highly skilled, effective, and experienced military tactician and strategist. He's strong enough to easily overpower most people, and Daredevil was impressed with his speed and reflexes. He has an extremely high tolerance for pain for a human. He survived being tortured, being beaten to death, gunshot wounds, stabs, and even an explosive. Kessel has used many firearms and knives throughout the show, and the only armor he wears is the bulletproof vest with his skull logo on it to draw enemy gunfire to it. So, let's give these 2 men some extra motivation to fight each other. Frank believes John had something to do with the death of his family, while John believes Frank was the one who killed his dog. Also, let's give both men just a handgun, as it wouldn't be fair if John had a handgun and Frank had his large arsenal of firearms. So, I'd say Frank is stronger and more durable, but at the same time, I'd say Wick is faster and more agile. And it's hard to say who's the better fighter, as they're both great hand-to-hand combatants and are both good at using their guns while in a hand-to-hand fight. But I'm going to give Wick the slight advantage. But Frank is a much more vicious and aggressive fighter. They both have lethal aim with handguns. Now, let's look at their armor and how they fight. Wick has a thin layer of bulletproof armor under his suit, covering his entire body except his head. Castle only has his bulletproof vest to protect his vital organs, because he knows if he gets shot in the arm or the leg, he can still take down his target. Now, the way Castle fights is that he likes to draw out a fight, brutally injuring and killing his target to send a message to the partners or whatever. So he hardly ever goes for a clean headshot, which is the exact opposite of Wick's. He normally goes for a quick, easy headshot, and he's done with it. And with all his armor, Castle's way of fighting won't work. In just a hand-to-hand fight with no guns, I'd say Castle wins majority. But in this situation with the handguns and stuff, I'd say John Wick wins. Like and subscribe, all that great stuff. See you on the next one. Peace.